All right, everyone. So I know a lot of you have been asking about what exactly happened to Roland Ray, and now his family has finally shared the details about his passing. Roland Ray died on September 3rd at just 28 years old. What makes this even more heartbreaking is that it was only 2 days before his 29th birthday. Just thinking about that timing hits hard. His family confirmed that he passed away due to natural causes, and this was also officially confirmed by Maryland's Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. But to give you a clearer picture, they explained that he had been struggling with complications from pneumonia and a blood infection. These were the conditions that ultimately led to his death. So let's break this down a little. Pneumonia is an infection in the lungs that causes the air sacs to fill with fluid or pus. When this happens, it becomes really hard for the body to get oxygen because the lungs just can't work the way they're supposed to. And for someone like Roland, who had spinal muscular atrophy, a condition that weakens muscles, including those used for breathing, pneumonia is especially dangerous. The muscles you need to breathe are already weak, so fighting off a lung infection is much harder. Without enough oxygen, your organs start struggling and can even begin to fail. On top of that, Roland was dealing with a blood infection, also known as sepsis, which happens when bacteria or germs enter the bloodstream and spread throughout the body. Sepsis is extremely serious. The immune system goes into overdrive trying to fight the infection, but sometimes it overreacts and begins attacking the body itself, damaging tissues and organs. This can also cause blood pressure to drop dangerously low, which makes the situation even more critical. When your body is hit with something like sepsis, your organs can start failing, and it can happen so quickly, almost out of nowhere. Sepsis can progress into septic shock, which is basically when your body starts shutting down entirely. For someone like Roland Ray, who already had spinal muscular atrophy, this was even more dangerous. His muscles were already weak, including the ones he used to breathe and even the ones that help you cough. And here's the thing. When you have pneumonia, being able to cough is critical. It's your body's way of clearing out the infection. But if you can't cough effectively, the illness just worsens. Now imagine adding a serious blood infection on top of that. Roland's body was fighting two massive battles at the same time, and his weakened immune system simply couldn't keep up. His body was overwhelmed, and unfortunately, it couldn't recover from both conditions simultaneously. For those who have followed Roland Ray, you know he's faced major health challenges throughout his life. He was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy at just 15 months old, and by the age of 10, he was in a wheelchair. But despite all of that, he never let it stop him from being his authentic self and building a massive online following. The last few months of his life were particularly tough. Back in May and June, his health took a serious turn. He ended up in the hospital because he was struggling to breathe properly. That's when doctors discovered he had pneumonia and a blood infection. He spent the entire summer recovering from these complications. He even shared updates online about getting a breathing tube that saved his life. It's heartbreaking to know he's no longer with us. But one thing's for sure, Roland Ray left a lasting impact. He began gaining widespread attention after going viral on MTV's Catfish trolls in 2018, and from there, he kept making a name for himself and inspiring countless people along the way.
I'm talking.
Okay, my apologies, Miss Girl.
Miss who?
She's not a girl. It's Miss Toddler.
It's Judge Toller.
Judge Toller.
Be quiet. I have a question.
Like example, he said Beyonce bailed him out 2 times. Beyonce don't know you.
And of course, who could forget his hilarious appearance on Divorce Court? Seriously, he had everyone in stitches. People couldn't stop laughing at his charm and humor. It was moments like that which showed just how full of life he was and how much joy he brought to everyone around him. And that right there is really what propelled him into fame. Everyone remembers the term Purr that he had people saying nonstop. Roland Ray proudly called himself the most famous boy in a wheelchair, and honestly, that wasn't even an exaggeration. Even with everything he went through, the wheelchair, the countless health challenges, being in a coma from COVID back in 2022, and surviving a fire accident in 2021, he never stopped pushing forward. He continued to entertain and inspire people no matter what life threw at him. It's truly heartbreaking because he was so young, just 28 years old, with a personality that lit up every space he entered. His influence on social media and internet culture was massive, and people adored him because he was always authentic and genuine. He never held back. He was just himself, and that made him unforgettable. One thing I can say with certainty is that he will be deeply missed. So RIP to Roland Ray, aka the most famous boy in a wheelchair. I want to hear from you. What do you think about all the details surrounding his passing? How does his story impact you?
Good morning, everyone. It's time to wake up. Let yesterday's problems be today's accomplishments. It's nothing. We made it to see another day. Purr.
This is really sad to me because I used to watch Baddies and I used to watch him and Bobby and his best friend, you know, how close they were. And this guy was only 28. This was a girl that she didn't play. She stood up for people. There was moments where Roland Ray stood up for not just Shamar, not for George Floyd, but she really, really, really stood up, okay? I send my sincere condolences to the family and just know that your life can be taken at any second. Like, I wake up and I praise God. I worship. I give all praise and glory to him because if it's not God, it's not good, okay? But I want you to subscribe, share, click that notification button, and let's go ahead and do some red hearts in the comments so we can show our condolences to Roland Ray. And again, you're watching the Jay Unfiltered Show, again, with your boy, Jay. Peace out.
About Roland Ray passing away 2 days before his birthday just doesn't sit well with me. His birthday is literally September 5th. Today is September 3rd. He was supposed to turn 29 in 2 days. Roland Ray, you will be missed. You were an icon and you were a legend. The internet will forever remember you. Shoot, even Beyonce will forever remember you. It's so crazy how the internet will really have you hurt over people that you have never even met in your life before. But that really just goes to show you that you don't have to meet everybody in order to touch them. Roland Ray had us all laughing on this internet. Roland Ray, you got the whole entire DMV shook with this one. I'm so irritated. The fact that people who have never died before are dying really just isn't sitting right with me. Somebody check on Beyonce for real though. Because if you know, Roland Ray and Beyonce, they go like this.
They're not saying what happened to him. They're just like giving their condolences and stuff on the shade room, but nobody is saying what's happening to him. And my thing is, why is that when everybody passed away, nobody don't say what they passed away from? I want to know what happened. You know what I'm saying? We don't know these people personally, but if y'all gonna put that they passed away, we want to put our condolences, but we also want to know what happened. I want to know what happened. Because last time I seen it, he did look like he had lost weight and things, but what happened? Where he passed away from?
Like the iconic Roland Ray, the one who got all the memes? Bro, no, we did not need this 2025. We did not need this.
And honestly, Roland Ray's story is a reminder of how much life can throw at someone, and yet how much heart and humor they can still share with the world. From his struggles with spinal muscular atrophy, to surviving a fire accident, battling COVID, and even facing pneumonia and sepsis, he never let any of it stop him from being himself. He made us laugh, smile, and say purr, and he showed us that being genuine is more powerful than anything else. At just 28 years old, he left a mark that so many will never forget. His courage, his personality, and his authenticity will live on forever in the hearts of his fans. So take a moment today to remember Roland Ray, not just for his challenges, but for the joy, inspiration, and light he brought into the world. RIP to the most famous boy in a wheelchair. And if his story touched you, drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear how he inspired you.